We go to the border between Myanmar and Bangladesh, where the United Nations says some 400,000 ethnic Muslim refugees are fleeing what the UN calls ethnic cleansing by Myanmar's Buddhist majority. CNN international correspondent Alexandra Field is in one of those refugee camps on the border. Alex?
We're just a few miles from the border of Myanmar, where the United Nations says it's seeing a textbook case of ethnic cleansing that has triggered a humanitarian crisis that has sent some 400,000 Rohingya Muslim refugees streaming across the border right here into Bangladesh in just about 3 weeks. The official camps for refugees are already full, so these people are setting up whatever kind of shelter they can find. They've got some tarps. This is where entire families, entire communities are now living. They're sitting along the sides of the road trying to make their way into other settlements. They are badly in need of food, water, and medical care. International aid organizations tell us that they see people arriving with gunshot wounds. They also see people who have been injured by landmines. There are pregnant women who are arriving here so malnourished, so sick, that they are giving birth to babies that international aid organizations say cannot survive. Those organizations say some of these babies are born, they die, and they're buried right in the mud. That is the scale of the kind of catastrophe that we are witnessing here. There are already some 400,000 Rohingya refugees who were living here in Bangladesh, having fled from Myanmar during previous bouts of violence. This latest mass exodus was triggered by an outbreak of violence that began back on August 25th, when Rohingya militants were said to have attacked, a number of border security posts. The military responded with a campaign that has left some 1,000 people dead. Again, this is something that the United Nations is calling a textbook case of ethnic cleansing. The military says they are driving terrorists out of the country. 400,000 Rohingyas fleeing that country in just 3 weeks. International aid organizations say there's no way they can keep up with the demand that is required by those who are arriving here in Bangladesh every day by the tens of thousands. We have seen handouts of water, of food, of various supplies, but those things are being given to the most vulnerable parts of the population, the sick, children, women. Of course, these aid organizations say that with the supplies they have up against the number of people that they are trying to serve, they are only beginning to scratch the surface, and that an international effort is truly needed in order to deliver to these people the kind of help that they need. In Bangladesh, near the border with Myanmar, Alexandra Field.
Alex, thank you. From a tragic situation